Yo, what's up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this channel. So let's get straight into it.
It's like it's Minute-Maid, hijack 4, renegade, 24, number 8, Kobe shit fade away, ballin' since 11th grade, still in school, let them hate.
Okay, let's pump the brakes for a second. Before we hop into today's vibe, let's hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Yeah, me. So as a handful of you know, I like clothes, creating clothes, and alongside basketball, it is one of my biggest passions. My last launch, the cornerstone of my brand, Apply Pressure, was extremely live, and I'm slowly creeping back into the clothing scene, but this time, I'm coming in with that heat, full force. I have so many other designs locked up in the vault. And as time goes on, I'm going to be putting a bunch of new things out on my website that I'm going to release to you guys in just a few days. Oh, and yeah, here's one of them right now. I came out with shirts and embroidered hats with the word time across them. Oh, and just so you know, every piece of clothing that I throw out there truly has a meaning behind it. I'm not just out here just slanging stuff to your face. Everything that I release to you guys is sort of a way of venting for me. And the stuff that I preach and embody myself in kind of helps me take myself to the next level. So for this specific design here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Time literally waits for nobody. He don't give a damn who you are. The next 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years of your life is going to happen whether you like it or not, whether you're prepared for it or not. So it's best if you get ready now and prepare and get to it now. It is whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish in the short term and, you know, long term. That is what this shirt and hat means to me. So yeah, cop one just to show me just how hard you rock with me. It released Sunday, midnight, June 2nd. Mark that on your calendar. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I appreciate it if you cop one. If not, still got love for you. Ironic enough, let's for real get straight to this video and waste no more time. Now, as I was plotting for this video, I understood that there was going to be a good chance that I catch some type of heat in the comment section. People are going to want to fight me and throw them e-hands because of this on the edge type of video. I don't usually make videos like this, you know, kind of focusing on negatives. I already know that some watching this video will initially think that I'm calling these guys in the thumbnails bust already. No, that is not the case. Stupid. Watch first. My bad. I don't mean to call you stupid. Bear with me, alright? I just kind of have a short patience. But anyways, yeah, no, that's not the reality at all. These boys ain't even in the league yet. And who the hell am I to declare what their future will look like in the league? Not by any means am I saying that these dudes will be bust. Hell no. That is beyond disrespectful to me. But what I will do though is give you guys a few prospects who I believe will either be a hit or miss in the draft, a boom or bust. Going off of the weaknesses that they might have now and just how badly the NBA could expose them once they step foot in the league. Now last year I remember this vividly. I said that ATL's own Trae Young was gonna be a hit or a miss in the draft. Ain't no in between. I said that exact line, alright? Before the NBA draft, I said that Trae Young has the highest bang or bust potential. Ain't no in between for me. He was either gonna be really damn good or and he ended up proving me right. The man was a hit. He was a boom. Now instead of just focusing on one player from the draft, let's focus on 3 from this year's draft and discuss exactly why they are on this list. RJ Barrett, one of the most hyped prospects for a few years now, is on his way to the NBA soon, very soon. On this journey though, I don't know about you guys, but I remember when he was viewed as that dude who will become an unpassable draft pick a year or 2 years ago. If you just search up YouTube vids about this man right here, since the year 2017, he was speculated to be the #1 overall draft pick this upcoming draft. But all of a sudden, the college season creeps around, and once competition got tougher, people seem to not have that type of energy towards him anymore that they once had just a few years ago. And now, what do you know? In the middle of the college year, he's no longer the consensus #1 overall pick. Okay, that's cool. #2 doesn't sound bad at all. Then here comes the one and only Ja Morant storming in to take that spot from him. I know I'm not the only one noticing this drop off. Are y'all seeing this? I know I'm seeing this. Why is no one questioning this? He's now widely viewed as the 3rd best prospect in the draft this year. The man used to have so much praise flowing around his name, but as time went on and competition got tougher, the holes in his game and his playstyle got more exposed. The RJ hype started to disperse. That is odd and kinda alarming. If he is that dude who everyone hypes him up to be, I'm sorry, but That can't just happen. Unless, hear me out, he was never that dude to begin with. Now I know I'm coming off as a RJ hater or something like that, but I'm not. I promise you, I'm not a hater of nobody. Unless your name is Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, cause that's kind of. But anyways, hold up, let me mention this. In fact, there were rumors today about this man RJ Barrett possibly, landing on the Atlanta Hawks, because there were talks about the Knicks potentially trading down for our 8th and 9th pick, and we will do that so we can potentially land him, I guess. I do not hate the dude. I would be more than happy with him. Best to believe if something like that was to happen one day, I would have this man's jersey up on my wall just a few months later, along with all the rest of these great players. I promise you, I swear. The point about him being in this video though is to discuss and dive deep into how he could potentially be something along the lines of a bust. So the NBA loves wings. RJ is a wing who has the potential to play multiple positions on the court. The league also favors versatility. RJ is versatile, I'd say. Not as versatile as he could be, but for the most part he is. The league also heavily favors shooters too, and fluid offenses who get the ball moving a lot as well. You see, here's the problem. RJ isn't a shooter. The dude shot 65% from the free throw line in college and also 30% from 3. And what's an even bigger problem is that he likes to shoot. He loves to shoot. Even though he isn't that great at it, he plays with aggressiveness, which is nice because that allows him to get to the rim willingly because of his great physique. He's one of the best athletes in this draft, period. But when it comes to pure skill on the court, I don't know where he ranks in the draft with that. An image has been created for RJ. Poverty organizations view him as a security blanket, He seems like a safe pick. Someone who can uplift an organization single-handedly one day. He gives off star vibes. But I'm afraid that those vibes are false. Those might be fraud vibes that we are getting. Because of the combination of his weaknesses, not being a good shooter, playing with rage, maybe even too much of it at times, and also having tunnel vision at the worst moments too, he might have it rough in the league. That is why I feel like he could be something along the lines of a bust. Not a bust, but something like that. But then again though, at the same time, he could become something even greater than that. The man is a hard worker and he's super gifted physically. He's only like 18, 19 years old, and he has so much more room for growth in his game. These young dudes aren't supposed to peak at this age at all. Because of all the raw potential that he has, that's why he's also a potential boom. Now let's look at the rest of these prospects on my list. Now we're going to be moving on to this man's teammate, Cam Reddish. Y'all, okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really the type to pay too much attention to stats. I mean, I look at them, but I'm not really eyeing them like that. Because I feel like actually watching the game is a lot of fun, obviously. But you can also get a better idea of a bunch of players. So anyways, I always knew that Cam Reddish was going to be a shaky draft pick. But at the same time, I always felt like he had a chance of being something nice in the league. Because of his, of course, untapped potential. The question for him, though, is, mentally, I'd say. And whether or not he can truly apply himself to be great and be aggressive. I just noticed that him and his teammate, RJ, have the complete opposite problem. But anyways, back to my point. Did y'all know that this man right here shot 35% from the field. From the field, not from the three-point line, from the entire damn thing. That is, man, that's bad. Like, I knew his shooting splits weren't pretty at all, but Lord, sweet baby Jesus, like, that's just on another level. What am I or any other lottery team supposed to do with that? My boy, I'm not lying to you, he literally has no choice but to be on this list. He was the third option on a team led by some of the most polarizing prospects in college, 2 of the top 3 picks. The defense's attention were towards those 2. Nobody out here was game planning for Cameron Reddish. There are tons of red flags and bad signs from Cam. How was this man a quote-unquote shooter when he's only shooting 78% from the free throw line, 35% from the field, and 33% from 3? That is scary. I mean, and not the good kind of scary, the bad kind of scary. What does efficiency mean to him? You see, what I feel like a lot of people who have hope for Cam try to do with him is use Devin Booker's college season as an example to ease the pain. Because Devin took a backseat in college as well. But the major difference between the two is that Devin did it with efficiency. Cam is the opposite. Then again though, you always gotta have some hope. And I am one of the few people who have hope for him. Because of the untapped potential that he has that nobody was able to see in his first year at Duke. With better spacing in the league and not as much pressure on his back, he just might excel and thrive. Last player on this list is Bol Bol. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. The man is 7'2" with a 7'8" wingspan, but he plays as if he's a 6'8" small forward. He has the soul of a wing, but he's just trapped inside of a frail body. Now do me a favor real quick, okay? I want you to pause this video, obviously come back, don't close me out. I'm gonna be mad at you. Pause this video and go ahead and Google Bol Bol's weight. I want you to see what they say about his weight. It says that he weighs 236 pounds. And I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the biggest caps that I've ever seen in my life. This man weighed himself at the draft combine and he weighed only at 208 pounds. That is a huge difference. Physicality is what he lacks. And I feel like that could really prevent him from reaching and getting anywhere close to the star that some think he could be. But then again, there always is a chance that he escapes the odds that are facing him and bust out, boom, as a star and pack on some muscle. This is the end of the video though, man. Once again, before I leave, I'm just pointing out all of the red flags and explaining why they could either end up as something along the lines of a bust or a boom and a star. Before I go, Sunday again is the day that these beautiful pieces of fabric drop. I'd appreciate it if you went ahead and showed love Sunday or whenever you can and cop one. If you want to but can't, or if you just, don't want to, just know that I still got love for you regardless for watching me and supporting my videos. Make sure you leave a like, comment, leave your thoughts because I like to hear you guys out, and also share this video with all your other friends around the world. But make sure you have a marvelous day, but until then, I'll get right with you.
No way, remember back when I couldn't get a play, no home, I ain't have a place to stay, I got to work, made the surf free the way, so my girl who'd ever